It's Our Story. Gene Spalding, Warm Springs, Georgia.
We're on the grounds of the Roosevelt Warm Springs Institute for Rehabilitation, which was originally started back in the late 20s and the early 30s when soon-to-be President Roosevelt came here for some rehabilitation. He had heard, after he had gotten polio, that the waters at Warm Springs were somewhat therapeutic. And really, when you take a look at them, they're high in mineral content, so they gave him buoyancy and enabled him to do some things in the water that he was unable to do without that. When he came here first, Warm Springs was known as Bullockville, and there was the Meriwether Inn. We're in Meriwether County, and that was kind of an upscale spa at the time. Roosevelt liked the place so much that he pretty much bought the town using about 3/4 of his fortune as a Roosevelt. And it was his dream at the time that he could intermingle polios with some of the folks that were staying at the Meriwether Inn. Well, it didn't really work out that way. He brought the polios, and remarkably, or not so remarkably, the rich folks decided to stay away. But undaunted, he proceeded on and turned it over the next few years into probably the best polio place in the world. It was really world renowned, and kind of remarkably today, we still see folks coming back for post-polio visits to see some of the things that were here. He started with the Meriwether Inn and then built Georgia Hall, which was supported by Georgians that were giving funding to build it. And then from there, they developed an entire campus using quite a few dollars from March of Dimes. And Roosevelt was staying here. I think he visited about 80 times over the years, and he started living in McCarthy Cottage, which is just up the road a little bit. And from there, he made the decision first to run as governor from New York and then as president of the United States. And he was the only president that was elected to 4 terms, which is quite remarkable. It's really a delight working here and seeing how the most powerful man in the world lived at the time that he was president.
The It's Our Story project is a national effort to make disability history public and accessible. Visit us at www.itsourstory.org or on the It's Our Story project YouTube channel.